Wrestling shapes the athlete. Moms shape the person. This is Matt Moms, where strong moms raise stronger kids.
Welcome to Matt Moms. And what the hell do you want me to say?
Okay, hi, my name's Lee.
There you go.
I'm part of Matt Moms. I have twin boys that are going to be juniors in school, and they've been wrestling for 2 years. This will be their third. 3 if you count the summer before a 4th year. Right? Easy.
So back now,
I count it.
Okay.
And my kids wrestle because Nicole's kids wrestle. And Nicole's oldest boy told my boys to wrestle.
Yes. So I'm Nicole. I have 2 boys. So I'm on back-to-back 4-year high school stints. So I'm going into my 7th year of wrestling. And I started wrestling. The boys started wrestling because I told my oldest boy that he had to join a sport when he joined high school.
Now, I just want to make sure that you said that when you started wrestling, were you also wrestling?
She has more of the sibling.
I know, I have seen it, but I just wanted a little clarification.
No, okay.
Okay.
I kind of feel as though we do wrestle with how involved we are. No, but yeah, you're right.
Okay, I was just curious.
Okay, so we told my oldest that he had to join a sport when he joined high school. And he had square wheels and could not run. So soccer was out. Mm-hmm. Baseball at our school is super competitive. Mm-hmm. Basketball wasn't going to happen. So, and he could have done football, but rugby wasn't a thing then. Okay. Oh yeah, that didn't come about till the senior year. So we said, oh hey, no kid wrestles until high school, so it's an even playing field. Let's start wrestling then. Wow. Super wrong.
Right, yeah.
So that's why we started. And so then the youngest just automatically kind of went into wrestling because...
Was it super long though? That was like 8 years ago. I feel like now it's...
What?
You start when you're 2 or in the womb.
It seems like the kids are starting in the womb. But I think there's still a lot of kids.
Mine are great.
I mean, no, yours would have been great in the womb because there's 2 of them.
They are wrestlers.
Yeah, they've been wrestling their entire lives.
Just not with any rules.
Well, now they have rules. No wrestling at home.
I know.
Okay, so how did you guys get shown?
Denise, tell us who you are. Hi.
Senior year. Mm-hmm. So he's going to do that for what? 3, 4 in the summer before?
Yeah. I don't know how you are. Well, Brian wrestled. Was that one?
Oh, no. He did jiu-jitsu. And then this was like a natural thing for him. He was not going to do basketball or soccer or football.
Did he come to you and say, I'm going to sign me up for wrestling when you guys registered? Or is it just,
I think it was
because he don't.
So like,
did you guys go to though there's like that, when they're in 8th grade, they go.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
they
night
like
or something,
sport, and they go and they pick the sport.
I think that's what he did.
I just remembered this. So Coach Jay was there, and he was like going up and down the whole thing, like, "Yeah, you should be a wrestler. You should be a wrestler." And we laughed, and the boys were like, "That guy's crazy. He seems fun." And I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" Like, and he had his jacket on, like, oh, it's so great.
I think we were there because my oldest was there because he was a captain his senior year.
Yeah.
So he was there representing wrestling.
Yeah.
And my youngest was there, so our kids are in the same grade.
Yeah.
And so I said, oh, you gotta go meet Coach in the gym. So they ran in there, and that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't know.
The thing about it that I think is so surprising though is I am very surprised at the amount of turnover in each season, whether it's in season or off season or summer. Mm-hmm. You start out with 20 kids and you're lucky to keep 5. I mean, I'm just super curious as to like what people think it is going into it. Like, it's not like you can't look it up and see what it is to wrestle, right? Yeah. It's not like it's some secret thing.
Well, and I think they forget that it's a combat sport. Like, you never think of combat sport and how it's classified as a combat sport. But until someone says it to you, you're like, oh, crap, my kid's in a combat sport?
Oh, so do you think it's the parents or the kids that are, like, pulling out?
I mean, it's painful to say.
Well, but it's also...
it's hard, yeah. My butt hurts, yeah.
But it's also, like, they talk about, are you in football shape or are you in wrestling shape? I mean, the kids in wrestling shape are in the best shape on campus. Yeah. And I don't think they realize that.
Sure.
And that's not even
the kids themselves.
I don't think the kids or the parents realize that.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the weight.
Yeah,
It has
yeah.
everything to do with what they physically have to
Sure.
endure
Yeah.
every practice.
So what was your impression of going to, meet the coach for the first,
So they were very different.
but your first,
The first one was
when you went into first.
he was fine. He was like my oldest seemed to like really enjoy it, and he's stuck with it. And then he made really good friends. And I think that's one thing. Like they make really good like close friends because they are so close all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one thing you don't realize it until you see them with their other friends who are not wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Like how comfortable they are with like
They're puppies.
being
And
able
they're
to
very
connect.
tactile.
Yeah,
They're
very
puppies.
And they were never like that until this, because he wasn't like that.
See, my kids are like that. Also, they're family, so it's different,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I have pictures of the kids, like, say freshman year, like, so for my oldest freshman year and then senior year, and they were all doing the same thing, like against each other,
Yeah.
like between, and I think, because wrestlers, because there's always the joke. I never experienced it with my boys, and maybe it's because my boys are the big boys. They're like the 220ers,
Mhm.
and our coaches said it. They like just tactile and
No, I
Or, like,
talked to one of my
Mhm.
kids, and I was like, "What the heck? That guy's hand was all up in your business,
Mhm.
dude. That is not okay." Oh my god! And he was like, "Honestly, I feel it." He's like, the adrenaline, and this is what he said, right? He's like, the
Mhm.
adrenaline just going that you just don't even notice.
Yeah.
You just know if he has the upper hand or not.
I think once you said that, like I think it was like a
Yeah,
few weeks ago
yeah.
or something, about the boys, then when I saw it at the last few matches, I was like, oh, they don't even realize.
It doesn't
It's
bother
me.
me.
It's me who's
Yeah,
watching it,
yeah.
and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I
and all
thought-
the other moms been like, "Oh my gosh, like that
because
doesn't
they're
seem
new,
right."
yeah, because they're new mom.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like that doesn't seem right. And I'm like, I know it's
He's eating the opposite.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
their whole thought process while they're wrestling is, how do I pin them, or how do I get out from under,
Yeah.
or in what other position? So it is like fighting for their
fight or
lives.
flight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're not
No.
that they don't care.
No.
Get him on his back,
Mhm.
get those points. I don't care. Let's get it done.
I didn't notice it until we had my oldest's birthday party, and all the wrestling boys were like, because it was at my mom's school, and like they were like all like jumping on each other. And I think it was one of the girls mentioned that you guys are really close.
Wait, the girl like one of the kids' age or like a mom?
Yeah.
No, like one of the kids'
out.
age. And then one of the other boys who also are kind of like, and to us it's so normal. And to them it's so normal. And these were friends that he's been friends with since he was in preschool.
Yeah.
And they are not even that close and comfortable, like being around each other that close, I guess. And then I think I noticed at that last tournament that we did the Airbnb all together.
Yeah.
And they were just like
All
in that one bed. All on one bed. Or
Watching
yeah.
a movie, yeah.
Or like, making one get in the shower and you want to avoid rainworm. So.
Well, yeah. Well, hygiene
What?
too. Okay, so hygiene when you're a new mom.
Okay.
Yes.
So the first
Huge.
meeting,
Huge.
our coach was talking about all the like skin stuff, and I was social her for a hot minute, and yeah,
Okay.
and the downtown city, and it was great. And there's this little girl that came in and she had CZs, and which is like worse than ringworm, but I was like so grossed out, I couldn't function. I called my mom crying, And so I told my mom the first time the boys got ringworm, she was like, "So let me get this straight. You can't hug your kids because they have ringworm?" No, of course I do. She's like, "You know how it works, right?"
You hug your kids when they're ringworm?
They have it all the time. They have it right now. They have it right now. I can tell you exactly where it is right now.
Okay, so
I would not hug my kid.
So wait, no. Did they go? Okay,
We were
so
hugging.
if I see I'm more neurotic than you.
Oh, that's shocking.
Yeah, I will admit. I will admit that.
Self-awareness
freely.
is so it's so great.
That's such
It's
a great
important.
sign.
It really.
I have to hold on to that.
I'm so proud of you.
So as soon as I see anything, on their skin, I'm like, okay, what is that? And the first thing I say, so my youngest, I saw like, it was like almost a crescent kind of going. I said, it was just a shadow. And I looked at him, I'm like, what's that?
Is it?
And so what's going on there? And he goes, I was just looking at that too. And I said, it's just come up tomorrow, practice, ask coach what that is. I think it's ringworm. And he showed up, coach. Oh yeah, that's ringworm.
Was
Th-
it?
th- yeah.
His face?
Yeah, it's like
See, thankfully,
crescent.
never happened on that.
But we
back of the head.
immediately, I immediately called the dermatologist. That's what I would say to moms. Have a dermatologist. And you walk into the doctor's office and you say, my kid's a wrestler. And from right there,
I tried that. I've tried that line. It doesn't always work. But I know.
I'm a little persuasive. Although there is some amazing cream that you can get over the counter in Mexico.
I know. I have it. We've used it all. I
steroid.
know. We've used it all. Next time you go, I need something. I need like a case.
You do.
Yeah. So one of my boys has had a 6-week pill thing that you have to take to get rid of it. We've gotten rid of it. Guess what happened?
Is it in the same spot?
No.
Okay, so it's a new.
But it's like, I mean, he had it so bad on
I remember.
elbow. I'm like, dude. I know in your mind, you're like, I'm so glad they're not the same weight class because I would lose mine and I'd not be able
I would
to.
kind of.
Yeah, I know.
But no one else is getting it. So
You're just really susceptible to it.
But they come home and shower immediately, right?
I mean,
Like-
yeah, I mean, we only have one shower, so one goes first, one goes second. But
Right. Well, no, I
You
know what I
know,
mean.
They shower before dinner.
Yeah, no, like I have a shampoo that the dermatologist
I need
made
to
for
get that.
antifungal.
I need
I'll give
that.
you the name. And I keep it in the shower, and he doesn't use it because if he used it every day, my God,
It
would
wouldn't
say.
work. They use tea tree. They can get
And
full
Head
of
and Shoulders has
Yeah.
that antifungal in it too.
No, it smells like Trader Joe's sells it. They have the shampoo and everything that I
Well,
want.
you have the defense stuff.
Yeah.
But I know
They don't do that. I really wish they would.
the defense.
Yeah. But you know what my special man friend said.
So they have the defense soap and wipes.
Like
and
those
foam.
body wipes.
Oh.
And we are not sponsored by defense.
The only way that we can like get the kids to actually like take it seriously is to actually go to a tournament and get turned away. To this day, don't understand how my kids have never been turned away.
I don't
Ever.
see really kids ever getting turned away unless I mean they do the groom checks and
That's what I'm talking
but
about.
I don't understand.
They don't. It's just. I think it's just a check the box that we did it. But
You know?
I remember one of my kids forgot to cut their nails,
Oh, that happened.
and they still let it go.
Well, when they do the groom check and they have to cut their nails very short and
Which they should have nail clippers in the ride.
they always have nails.
My oldest
Yeah.
did not one time. I think the first tournament that he ever did, you were the one that had nail clippers.
Well, because your
Because
oldest
you had to-
wrestles
They're like,
with
just bite
both
them
of
off.
my
I'm like,
boys.
ooh.
Yeah.
Your oldest straddles both of the
Yeah.
times of when my boys are there. So I think he took my oldest.
Yeah, I had to keep them in my bag.
I
No,
didn't
then I
know.
didn't know.
I had no idea. So I'm like, they're like, he needs to cut his nails. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
They're like, I don't know, bite your nails? Like,
I got a
Do
nail
they-
file, maybe.
Oh my gosh, did you say anything to us?
I swear it was you. It had to be you. And gave him nail clippers instead of him chewing them off.
Yeah.
And then you made everybody get back.
Yeah, well, we do that as part of the Christmas? Didn't
No,
we do
yeah,
that?
yeah, you did. And they
Oh,
have their
yeah,
like,
stocking stuffer, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, I don't understand because they do shower, they do use the cream, they're not consistent with it. I mean, they are to a
think-
point,
I think that's it. I think it's the consistency.
but it
with a
doesn't.
lot.
It's not like they just didn't put it on long enough. You know what I mean? Like how
Well,
you to get
yeah.
longer than you think you do. That's
Yeah.
not it. It's just that it pops up everywhere. Not where it was last time. Not where this one was. Like it has on the back of
eating
the
the
head.
mats every time. So I don't
I think it's the tournaments and like other like they go to this other thing a couple nights a week,
Oh yeah.
and I think that could be where part of it is.
The open mat. The
yeah,
live.
open mat. Yeah, that's not in our school. But that was the thing that I was most shocked about. I think the hygiene issues,
Yeah.
and even though my kids are clean enough, it's still like, well, you know what I mean? Like they're boys, they spend a lot of time in that shower. I don't know what they're doing, but
Well, and they're sturdy schools. Like we have a school by us, and every time we wrestle there, we're like, someone's getting something.
Mhm.
And that is the one time
Mhm.
that we'll do like the defense. We'll do the phone to try to protect before the.
But that's
phone
because
is-
coach does it. So it's
That's
the only time that
because-
my kids will have to do it.
Yeah.
It's
See-
supposed to like write your bodies down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a different challenge than I do.
That's
The coach needs to tell your kids to do it, and then they're all over it. Me, like I have the fear of death, and
I mean, I've
my
never wrestled,
kids,
so I wouldn't
so
understand.
You were like a collegiate athlete.
It sounds great on paper.
And now they should have an award for the parents. We
Right?
actually encourage that.
I would love so when the kids were in like baseball, one day we had all the parents play baseball with the kids, it was so much fun.
Have you not seen her on a Navi and
I've
us? She
seen
got
it.
tight.
I know.
Fish rubble.
I was just gonna say, wouldn't it be cool if we could do something like that? But no, I don't want to wrestle with parents or the other boys.
I attempted I can't wrestle my kids. They're way too
Oh,
strong.
really?
And,
Oh, I could totally wrestle my
right.
kids.
You know, even though I feel as though I'm close to weight that.
Mhm.
Like I was actually shocked at by osmosis what I had learned from yelling at the kids all the years. That, mind you, it's pointless for me to yell at the kids because
They don't hear you.
well, no, my oldest just told me, I said, so all the years that I yelled tripod to you, like at the beginning, because no moves at the beginning, like you tell them to get up, the tripod, when they do plant leg, and then bringing their butts up to, that's the tripod. And so you guys both looking at me like I'm crazy, but that's what that one is. And so it was the one move that I knew the name for. And so, and when because, my oldest was big, white, and fluffy, like at 250. He knows that. And so that's not, he evolved into big, muscular, still white.
I'm taller, I think.
Yeah, but I used to yell tripod to him all the time. He would hear me and like, he'd be like, whatever, mom, you don't have a 200-pound kid on your back. Sure. I wasn't very motivational for that. No.
There is times when I'm looking at them like, why don't you just push them off? Push them off.
Oh my God, why could I do that? It's so easy.
I know. It looks like it's easy. No, but it looked like when you're watching, it's like, just push them off.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Well, my husband was wrestling. They did like the cross face, the hit, like a cross.
How many cocktails in were we?
Well, he probably was one.
One of that is a good idea. I could totally take my kid.
No, I think he was like, show me what it really, is it really that bad? Is it really, will really do anything? And one and he's like, I told you, Dad. Let's not do that again.
So my baby tries to always like swipe my leg and like come around and like, do all this kind of stuff. It was just, it's hilarious. And then like one time I dropped something and it like fell. It didn't break, but I was like, oh my God, Mom, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, dude, it's not.
I don't know any of that.
Does he not do anything to you?
Like, I know.
Or I randomly get,
I think because he knows that I'm so much smaller than him. Like,
that is true.
And he does, that is something that he like makes sure that he knows. Like,
that is actually a really good point.
He can lift a lot more because when he started, we would both like work out together, and we were doing the same workout. There's no way in the world I could ever work out with him.
But he does.
No. It's come like such a long way that there's no way, absolutely not. Like I can't lift what he lifts now.
Well, sure.
And I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to look like,
that bodybuilder.
Yeah. We're not going beast mode.
No. Okay. So
lock in.
No,
come on.
Boy, lock in the
Mom said bonding.
I know. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That's what you got.
Well, okay. So and this is from my husband. We walk and he'd always like trip your foot, like kick your foot.
Oh,
Trip him. So he would do it to me. So I would do it to him. So then when we had kids, we started doing it to our kids, like at a young age. So we've all
just trying to like get kids to face plan in the street. Sure.
Not great. Love it. So we've been doing that for years. So we were walking at a wrestling tournament and Coach saw me flick a leg and he goes, see, we're going to be doing that. And I said, what are you talking about? So the kids will all flick each other's legs. I get in some weird like arm or they're way too strong and I'll be like, ow, 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 ow.
Yeah. But they tap out right away. Like,
yeah.
One of the parents when I first started were like, this will happen. Like you'll just be like cooking dinner and if someone will come up behind you and like, do some kind of weird hole on you, right? And I was like, no, totally guess. So this friend of mine said that one of her kids like pulled her arm back and actually popped a boob.
No.
She's like, I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened, but it was the most excruciating moment of my life.
When you said
pop a boob, like an ass like just hold the arm back just so, and then like so painful the whole thing. I'm like,
and this is why
like literally pop or it like
I don't know.
Now it didn't pop.
I don't know. I didn't ask clarifying questions, and I wasn't there.
Information.
Like, I was just like, "Oh, honey, that's gotta hurt."
Well,
and I pulled my
and that's right.
And this is why. That's an owl. But
Yeah.
this is also, I do know Coach tells them not to be wrestling with us. When he saw the video of me wrestling one of the kids, and was quite
This is
impressed.
what I said not to do.
I was quite impressed by it at the time.
By your son or by you?
I think one of the kids showed him.
I know, but who was impressive? Like, were you
No,
the
he,
good
no,
wrestler?
oh yeah, no, he was surprised that I actually knew
Like, and what to do? Yeah.
I mean, did
For
you need to
never.
go to coach? I feel like you could always pivot.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine the girls that we have? I would just be on my back or in some contorted position the entire
That's how we
time.
learn.
Is there
That's
that
how we grow.
amazing?
That's how we grow.
But he did say, he goes, I could watch this and enjoy it because I know you're fine.
Right.
He goes, I have seen so many parents break a bone.
Oh, sure.
Or
Yeah.
do this because they think they can wrestle their kids.
100%.
But you can't
No.
because you're gonna get hurt.
No.
And your bones are not your
No.
kids' bones.
No.
But okay, so then how do you guys handle, because we all have two boys. Yours are closer in age than
Love that.
ours. But how do you deal with the kids wrestling at home?
Well, I made it extremely clear the first summer. I am not the person to talk to the coach ever, right? Unless it's a big deal or something. I just ask one thing. Never, because they're the same weight. They could literally be the same weight class and wrestle each other. And I'm sure that they do at practice, right? Which is fine.
In a controlled atmosphere.
Exactly. And I said, I do not want them wrestling each other. And I understand, I'm not telling you how to do your job, but as little as possible. And then the first week that they came home after summer practice, they started wrestling on the ground. And I was like, never. You guys are getting into a fight, you wrestle, whatever, it stays on the mat. It never comes in the house, ever. And if it starts to come in the house, I will put you outside on the lawn. And I did. So they don't
even practice moves, or it's just no wrestling, period? Because I would think it would be awesome to have a built-in wrestling practice.
Which is great. And there's a lawn out front. They can do that out front.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. No.
It's not in the house. I mean,
No. They almost broke the TV. So I was just nothing. And then every now and then when friends come over,
they're not
friends
competitive
come
or
over-
anything.
No, I no.
Your kids.
When other kids come over and they'll start to mess around with us, and I'm like, hey, I love it all. Go outside.
So you just need a mat in your garage.
So I
Oh
have.
my God, are you team baby A now? Because
I have one in my garage.
I know.
I have one in my
I know.
garage.
And do you know how much I fear about it all the time? Well, Denise obviously loves her kids more. I'm like,
Actually,
obviously.
Yeah, but okay. So you need to tell your kids.
Well,
she
I said-
didn't purchase the
I
mat.
didn't. I actually
She
would
is
love
old.
to not have it.
She's holding the mat for someone.
I know that.
And I don't think it's ever going to leave your
No.
garage.
Baby A is like, no, Mom, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm like, get. And they just take everything out of the garage. I'm like,
Why not? Let's do it.
And I'm
I
like,
don't need a garage.
yeah, no, I think it's fine.
I don't have a ton of crap.
No.
Christmas stuff.
No.
Decoration.
car, whatever.
A fridge to hold all the food.
I'll be
that
honest,
your
we have a
kids eat.
second fridge. You have something.
Right.
Yeah, everyone has. That's very healthy. Is that not a normal thing?
No,
But I'm just saying, when it gets here, it's normal. Let's be
Because I have to
my
buy
other places are just in the big.
Right.
the same amount of food because
Oh, no.
This is
I go from the salmon food to we have a piece of celery and we have a carrot. And then we can't have any other food in the house.
oh yeah.
But so here's the positive thing. When the kids go in season, and because your kids are such lightweights and they don't eat and starve.
And by lightweight, you mean they're literally because they're small, not because they're lightweight. They can't hold their stuff.
No. Because their physical being is.
I want to make sure.
Yeah. Okay, so
It was really good.
now
They don't have to cut as much.
they don't. Yeah,
Do you know when you weigh
I know.
120 pounds and you have to lose 5 pounds or whatever, you know how hard that is? Because you can't drink anything, you
Yeah.
can't eat anything.
it's different. But
It's
okay,
not like they have 10 pounds extra to lose.
let's say diet, and let me ask
Yes.
you a question. Do your boys wrestle at all? Because your age difference is significant of sorts. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
one's
significant.
That's great. One's a senior.
I can't
Yeah.
do math. That's what I was asking.
So will your oldest wrestle
No.
with the young? Because your youngest is wrestling already.
Yeah.
But they want to play and
Not really, because I think he knows he can hurt him. He'll let the little one kind of come at him every so
Yeah.
often, but he won't.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they do practice because they do have their coach. And sometimes when the friends all come over, he'll come in and wrestle your kids because my kids.
I
your kids.
know.
Yeah, and he's gonna need to start wrestling my kid because he's gonna be that.
And he is.
Because both of my boys, they're 4 years in school apart, so 3.5 years in age. They're the same weight. It would be ideal. I get frustrated. Like, I want them to wrestle because I want them to be like, dude, your brother has so much he can teach you.
But that's the thing now. That's the thing.
Your
now.
boys are mellow.
No, they can't wrestle, period.
Your
They
boys are
will
not mellow.
not.
It's okay. I don't
They
defense
will-
it. They're just spirited.
Yeah.
No, like my oldest is willing to go at it with my youngest to like teach him and get him more aggressive.
But they're
and
old.
get him
But one
going.
is older and younger, so
Yeah.
you can,
Yes.
I
So
will
I got
listen
the
to my
younger-
older. I will learn from you. We're
Yes.
the same age. You're like, I know more than you. I know more than
No,
you.
no.
But I did hear Baby tell someone, a stranger, that Baby 8 was the better wrestler.
Well, no, but
Was
I
that
saw
funny?
them the other day, and Baby A was very supportive and nurturing and
The
super
theory-
kind.
Yeah.
To the younger one when he was struggling. So
Yes. And I've also seen your old, when they both wrestle, your younger had a tough match.
Yeah.
So then when your older came out and during those duels and he wrestled, it was like he was beating that kid for
the
your
other
other one. Yeah.
Like,
Which
really
was
trying to
sweet.
share.
But mine, like you would think it would be that older,
Yeah.
pass on the knowledge.
Yeah.
No, it's that he gets angry and it's like two bulls then going because he starts like, I've got to overpower my older brother.
Yeah.
He starts, he
okay.
starts
I can
wrestling
do
like that.
Okay.
my little
So-
one, that's his goal. Like one day I'm gonna take him out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is 6 years. I mean, not that I can't. I
don't
won
know.
6 years, but like,
Yeah,
that's
but
his goal.
if
But he
you-
started a lot younger.
Yeah, but
Sure,
if you
yeah.
could transition his thought a bit of looking at his brother to teach him, that would be so much more beneficial.
Yeah.
Well, we're also moms. We don't know what we're doing, obviously.
no, obviously,
Yeah, no.
we don't know anything. I haven't been doing this for years.
Maybe by
At
the
least-
time we have our next podcast, we'll learn.
Yeah.
Maybe about that.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Next podcast.
Right? Maybe we'll
Right.
learn more about wrestling and they will hear us. And understand.
Legacies at that one will be
oh
so
my
much
god.
fun.
So much fun.
Mhm.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
So
Ladies, this was so much fun.
You're not alone, and you never have to be. Thanks for walking this path with us. See you next time, Matt Moms.